Is water a human right or a commodity? Tonight's special segment, in view of World Water Day, takes a look.
Oil, you might think, it is the most precious resource in the world, the reason that many nations have come to battle. However, for much of the developing world, including the Middle East, water is more precious. According to the United Nations, with rapid population growth and increased industrial demand, water withdrawals have tripled over the last 50 years. Of all the water on Earth, 97% is salt water and the remaining 3% is fresh, with less than 1% of the planet's drinkable water readily accessible for direct human use. Scarcity is defined as each person in an area having access to less than 1,000 cubic meters of water a year. The areas where water scarcity is the biggest problem are some of the same places where political conflicts are rife, leading to potentially explosive situations. UN studies project that 30 nations will be water scarce in 2025, up from 20 in 1990. 18 of them are in the Middle East and North Africa, including Egypt, Israel, Somalia, Libya and Yemen. In much of the developing world, clean water is either hard to come by or a commodity that requires laborious work or significant currency to obtain.
Well, one thing is like when people get this perception this water is not good, they know that bad water is bad for health, and so they are willing to pay. But if somebody can guarantee that, some cities they guarantee you can drink out of the tap. But unfortunately in some part of the world, due to our own behavior, the water resources has lost that confidence. If you agree that it's a right, the same people who has the right has to exercise their effort to make sure that you don't pollute yourself.
According to UN experts, water scarcity and potential conflicts arising from it is linked to larger issues of population growth, increasing food prices and global warming. What are the main obstacles to delivering and managing water supplies? Are governments doing enough or too much to protect resources? Is water a commodity or a human right? Some of the questions that need urgent attention. Shamir Rasuldeen reporting with Zulfiq Farzan for Newsfirst, Colombo.
Well, clean drinking water is fast becoming a scarce resource.
Today on World Water Day, Newsfirst highlights the importance of this all-important sustainer of life and the priorities in having clean water.
As humanity develops by the second, making so-called progressive change, have we got our priorities straight?
The following is the final segment of the series of reports in view of World Water Day, filed by Newsfirst Shamir Rasuldeen and Zulfiq Farzan.
The world is rapidly running out of clean water. Some of the largest lakes and rivers on the globe are being depleted at a very frightening pace, and many of the most important underground aquifers that we depend on to irrigate our crops will soon be gone. At that point, 40% of the entire population of the planet has little or no access to clean water, and it is being projected that by 2025, 2/3 of humanity will live in water-stressed areas. Water is life. The fulfillment of basic human needs, our environment, socio-economic development, and poverty reduction are all heavily dependent on water. Good management of water is especially challenging due to some of its unique characteristics. It is unevenly distributed in time and space, the hydrological cycle is highly complex and have multiple effects.
Allocation of water for various competing water users, like the electricity, power generation, you need water. Industries, they need water. Farmers need water. Other people need water for drinking and other purposes. And also environmental requirement of water.
In designating 2013 as the UN International Year of Water Cooperation, the UNGA recognizes that cooperation is essential to strike a balance between the different needs and priorities and share this precious resource equitably, using water as an instrument of peace.
Water holds the key to sustainable development. We must work together to protect and carefully manage this fragile, finite resource. Each year brings new pressures on water. Let us promote water rights, waste less, and design intelligent policies so all users get a fair share. Let us invest in water. Water is life.
Did you know that every 8 seconds, somewhere in the world, a child dies from drinking dirty water? The number increases with each passing second. As the global water crisis gets worse, it is going to affect every single man, woman and child on the planet, and no human being would be spared. It's time to act. Shamir Rasuldeen, reporting with Zulfiq Farzan for Newsfirst, Colombo.